The Paul McCartney 7-inch crate is here, and you're going to see the whole thing unboxed in this video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Beatley Tone's Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video, and I hope you're all doing well. Now, about an hour ago I received my Paul McCartney 7-inch singles crate. I've had to work for about an hour or so after it arrived, and so I'm absolutely buzzing to get this thing open and do this unboxing video. And you're going to see absolutely everything that is in the box in this video. I'll show you the crate, I'll show you the 80 singles, you'll see the picture sleeves front and back, and you'll see the vinyl A and B side. I'm going to give you a little flavour of the book, but I'm going to show you the entire book in a separate video that I'll do sometime over the weekend. So Christmas has literally come early for me, because if you saw the video that I made when this crate was announced, you might remember me telling you that Mrs. Beatley Tone was buying me this for Christmas. And if you were on the channel this time last year, you may remember the great Paul McCartney lyrics book debacle of 2021, where she was buying me that for Christmas, but she wouldn't let me have it till Christmas Day. But thankfully she has allowed me to have the crate now, so Christmas really has come early. So I'm absolutely delighted that she's allowed me to have that, and I'm going to be able to play with it now, because the wait until Christmas Day would have been pretty unbearable. Now, I think that this video, it's fair to say, is going to be quite a long one. There's 80 singles to get through, and I suggest that you get yourself a drink, nice cup of tea, beer maybe, nice gin and tonic, something like that. Get yourself on a comfy seat. Now, talking about comfy seats, when I did the video when this box was announced, a few people in the comments were concerned for me. They were concerned for me and my aged legs, the fact that I would have to get up off the sofa and travel to the turntable 160 times to play this entire box set. But what you don't see from the angle that I make my videos is that behind me there is a turntable. So literally all I've got to do is swivel round. That's my swiveling round movement, and so it's going to be very easy to play these 80 singles. So don't you worry about my aged legs, they're going to be okay. Anyway, I think it's time to have a look at the box, isn't it? So the box has got these two red belts to keep the lid in place during transit. This is the view from the front of the box. The this way up is on the left hand side of the box, and the up is on the right hand side of the box to give it that authentic crate look. And from the back we see Paul McCartney, the 7-inch singles box, the weight, which is 8.3 kilograms, and my number, which is 2693 of 3000. So quite a high number for me, but I don't mind that. So if we pop the lid off, this is what it looks like inside. So we've got a bit of foam there. This is the book, the first lot of singles, another bit of foam keeping everything in place and padding it out, and the remaining singles there. Very nice. So before we get into the vinyl, I'll just give you a quick flavour of the book that comes with it. As I said, I will be doing a separate video where you'll see the entire book, every page. That'll be coming later in the weekend, but just for now, just a quick flavour. That's what the book looks like. It's 148 pages. It's a softback book, and it's got an introduction by Paul and an essay by Rob Sheffield with some accompanying photos along the way. Basically, the chapters are split into decades, and you see all the singles from each decade. You see the picture sleeves and the information about the single, the writers, the producers, the year, and the highest chart position in the UK and the US. I'll just open a few random pages. Mary Had a Little Lamb and Hi 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 Sea Moon. Jet and Helen Wills. Listen to What the Man Said and Junior's Farm. As you may know, all these covers come from all different places all over the world. Once Upon a Long Ago and Only Love Remains. I'm just flicking backwards and forwards. Coming Up and Waterfalls. So you kind of get the idea. Say and Pipes of Peace. So if you want to see the whole thing, then look out for the video where you will see the whole thing. So let's get into the vinyl, and the first single on the far left hand side of the box is the random test pressing that comes in this brown envelope, and we don't know what's inside it until we open it up because it is random. It could be any of these 80 singles, and obviously every box set, not every box set has got a different one, because then there would only be 80, wouldn't there? But obviously, you know, whatever I've got in here might not necessarily be what you've got in your box if you've got it. So on the cover, I'll just show it close up so you can see it, and I'll just hold it there for a minute. And basically it says 7-inch single box, white label test pressing, and the notes say test pressings are created to ensure that a record doesn't contain any unwanted artifacts such as audio pops or scratches. If an issue occurs, it is reviewed, corrected, and then repressed for approval. This exclusive test pressing was created during the production of the 7-inch singles box. So let's open it up and see what we've got. And the winner is Silly Love Songs and Cook of the House. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at the vinyl. And it is literally just a white label. Doesn't even say side 1 or side 2. I can tell which is Silly Love Songs because it's much longer than Cook of the House. So that's the first single done. I think what I'll do is I'll break off in between each single so you don't have to sit through me putting them back in the sleeves and getting the next one out and fumbling and fiddling about. You don't want to watch all that. So there'll be a lot of transitions in this video, but I think it's better than you having to sit through that, right? Okay, so next up is Another Day and Oh Woman Oh Why. The sleeve is the same on both sides. Let's have a look at the vinyl. And it's on Apple. And this is the Swedish sleeve. So this is from Sweden, and these are the 2012 remasters. So this would have been from the RAM archive series. Okay, next up is Uncle Albert and Admiral Halsey, and Too Many People on the back. Now this is the US mono promotional single, and I know that this has been remastered again this year, so it's not from the mono disc that was in the RAM archive. Very nice. And these Apple sleeves are hard card rather than the paper ones that we used to get with the Apple singles in the 60s and 70s. So this is more akin to the EP sleeve that we got with the Let It Be box set. So single 3 is Backseat of My Car, backed with Heart of the Country. This is the UK single. Again, it comes in the Apple sleeve, no picture sleeve for that. Let's have a look at the vinyl. And interestingly, Backseat of My Car has been remastered in 2022, but Heart of the Country is the RAM archive collection remaster from 2012. It's quite interesting to compare the colour of the Apple labels against my original single of Backseat of My Car. Quite a difference. Obviously, I didn't buy this when it came out. I was far too young. But Sean did, and he thought it was a good idea to write his name on the record label. Okay, so single 4 is the Love Is Strange single edit. This was the single that was going to come out, and it was pulled at the last minute in favour of Give Ireland Back to the Irish. And so this doesn't come with a label. It's a white label. You can see there, Love Is Strange written on there, I think, and I Am Your Singer is the B-side. Just have a look at that. So that's I Am Your Singer, and that is Love Is Strange. So single 5 is Give Ireland Back to the Irish, backed with the version of Give Ireland Back to the Irish, the instrumental version. And we'll have a look at the vinyl. Nice to see it on the original label with the shamrocks. And these sleeves, that the Wings yellow sleeves that the singles used to come out with, these are, again, they're hard cardboard. There's one that I had for Hi Hi Hi, and it's, you know, it's just very papery. So it's good to have these in nice hard sturdy sleeves. That's the UK version, and so is this. This is Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's the back of it. On the original label, with Little Woman Love on the back. And I'm glad to have that as well. You know, these sleeves are really good quality. They're just like, you know, they're like LP sleeves, more or less. They're very sturdy indeed, which is just as well, because my original Mary Had a Little Lamb, which I bought off a kid from school in 1976 for 25 pence, is just falling to pieces. So I'm glad to have that one as well. So single number 7 is Hi 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 and Sea Moon, and the same image is on the back, except it's upside down, so you have to switch it around. Nice picture that with Linda playing Paul's bass and all the band's signatures there. Denny Lane, nice to see on Twitter today that Denny Lane had received one of these box sets from Paul. If Denny's still having his financial difficulties, he'll be very glad of that, because they're going for about 1,400 quid on eBay at the moment. And this one is on the Apple label. Interesting, the B-side doesn't have the song title across the Apple there. So that's Hi Hi Hi, Sea Moon from Belgium. And the next single is My Love, backed with The Mess, and that is from Israel. And we recognise this image from the book that was inside Red Rose Speedway. Same image on the back. And this is on Parlophone. Oh, that's interesting. This is on Parlophone. Look who the band name is. McCartney's Wings. Never seen that before. That's from Israel. And the A-side, My Love, is the 2018 remaster from the Red Rose Speedway box. But the Mess, it says, has been remastered again this year. So single number 9 is Live and Let Die, backed with I Lie Around. This is from Sweden. And we'll have a look at the vinyl. And that's on Apple. And oh, that's quite poor. Look at the B-side. I Lie Around and the name Wings out of alignment. That's poor. Now I wonder if that was how it was originally pressed, or that's an error with this box. Hope it's the latter. Single number 10 is Helen Wills with Country Dreamer. and this is from Spain. This is on the Apple label. Country Dreamer. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. So single number 10 is Jet, backed with Let Me Roll It. This is from Germany. On the German Apple label. And this is the 2010 remaster from the Band on the Run archive edition. Single number 11 is Band on the Run, backed with 1985. This is also from Germany. Nice to have 1985 on the B side. In the UK, we've got the Zoo Gang. So this is a much better single, and it's the full version as well. It's 5.5 minutes of 1985. Absolutely lovely, and I am loving these labels. So single number 12 is Mrs. Vanderbilt, backed by Bluebird. This is from the Netherlands. On the back there's promotion for Band on the Run with all the tracks listed there. And this here, cut that out, a little cutout. What's that for then? Why would you want to cut that out? I don't know. If you're from the Netherlands and you're watching this and you bought this single when it came out, did you cut it out? And if you did, what the hell did you do with it? This is the on the Apple, the Dutch Apple label. And the B-side, Bluebird. Lovely. And next single, number 12, is Junior's Farm and Sally G. This is from Belgium. And this is nice as well. This is the Belgian Apple label with white print on the green apple. And again, the B-side, the print is at the top and not on the actual apple. Very nice. I'm loving these, loving them. Loving them, I am. So single number 15 is from Australia, and that's Listen to What the Man Said, backed with Loving Song. Loving Song is a 2022 remaster. And always like these labels with the Venus and Mars snooker balls on them. That's on the Capital label. So that's from Australia. Probably a good time to say hello to one of my subscribers, Jason from Australia. And next single, number 16, is Letting Go, backed with You Gave Me the Answer. This is from Germany, and that's probably a good time to say hello to Armin Zink and Ellen from Germany. Hope you're doing well. And this is also on Capital with the snooker balls. Lovely stuff. Single number 17 is Venus Mars Rock Show, backed with Magneto and Titanium Man. This is from Belgium. And again on the Capital label with the snooker balls. And single number 18 is Silly Love Songs, backed with Cook of the House. So you do get the proper version of your test pressing single. Oh, that's different. Different label. This is from France. That's very nice label. Very different from the UK one that I've got here. Single number 19 is Let 'Em In with Beware My Love on the back, and this is from Germany again. And this is more akin to the UK label, and indeed the Speed of Sound album label as well. Very, very nice indeed. And single number 20 is Maybe I'm Amazed, backed with Soily, and this is from Japan. Is the back, and you get the lyrics of both songs in English and Japanese. Very nice indeed. And with the Wings Over America labels appropriate to the side of the album that they came on. So that one is from side 2 and this one from side 6 of Wings Over America. Lovely stuff. Single 21 is from the UK, and it's Mull of Kintyre with Girls' School, officially a double A side in the UK, but they only ever played Mull of Kintyre, and I believe they only ever played Girls' School in the US. Still the UK's top selling non-charity single of all time, sold over 2 million, more than She Loves You. It's on the Capitol label, as was my original Mull of Kintyre that I bought in 1977. Girls' School, incidentally, has had a 2022 remaster. London Town Archive Collection, perhaps. Single 22 is from Germany. It's With a Little Luck, with Backwards Traveller and cufflink on the back. No up-to-date remaster of this. With a Little Luck is the single edit, so it's at 3 minutes 31, so it's quite a bit shorter than the LP version, but it does have the London Town labels on it, as mine did, so the same in Germany as it was in the UK. Single 23 is from the UK. It's I've Had Enough, backed with Deliver Your Children, both from the London Town album. Now, I never owned this single because my rationale was if both the A side and the B side were on an album that I already owned, then I didn't need to buy the single. So I'm owning this for the first time. And we've got the London Town labels. And this single, both sides of this single, I've got a 2022 remaster. London Town Archive. And single 24 is from the Netherlands, London Town, and I'm Carrying. Again, remastered in 2022. It's coming, folks. Get that London Town Archive edition out. Single 25 is from France. It's Goodnight Tonight, backed with Daytime Nighttime Suffering. And Daytime Nighttime Suffering has had a 2022 remaster. That's the single. Very big typeface for the word Wings, and that star is unfamiliar to me. I guess that indicates the A side, maybe. Single 26 from the UK is Old Siam Sir, from Back to the Egg, backed with Spin It On, from Back to the Egg, with the familiar fried egg label from the album. And this single also has had a 2022 remaster for both sides. So Back to the Egg Archive is surely on the way. Single 27, also from Back to the Egg and also from the UK, is Getting Closer, backed with Baby's Request. Again, a single that I never owned for the same reason. This was a double A side as well. And that is also a 2022 remaster. Single 28 is from Japan, and it's Arrow Through Me, with Old Siam Sir on the back. And again, we get the lyrics in English and Japanese on the back. And this is on the Odeon label. Japan. Single 29 is from the UK, Wonderful Christmas Time, backed by Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reggae. On the Parlophone label, as my original was. Nothing new there. And the single number 30, we're into the 1980s now, is Coming Up from McCartney 2, backed with the live version from the Glasgow Apollo of Coming Up and Lunchbox Odd Socks, and this is also from the UK. So this is exactly the same as the single that I originally bought in 1980. It's on the Parlophone label. That's the A side, and that is the B side. Now, all of these tracks, including the Wonderful Christmas Time single from the 2011 remaster, but the Live in Glasgow is a 2022 remaster, and maybe this is the biggest clue so far that we may be getting, like I said in my video about the Back to the Egg archive collection, we may be getting the entire Glasgow gig included in that. Why else would they remaster it again? Because as they've done with all the other live tracks that they've put on the archive collection, they've put them appropriate to the album. So why have they done this for 2022? Interesting. Time will tell. So single number 31 is from the UK. It's Waterfalls, backed with Check My Machine. The lyrics there on the back. I love Check My Machine. It's so off its head. It's more interesting than half the tracks on McCartney 2. I've always loved it. On the Parlophone label, Check My Machine. And number 32 on a 7-inch single for the first time is Temporary Secretary, backed with Secret Friend. So this came out originally as a 12-inch single only. Only 10,000, I think, were made. I bought it on the day that it came out. I've got a feeling that it was released and deleted on the same day. I might not be right about that, but this is the first time it's been on a 7-inch single, and that means that it's a single edit of Secret Friend. Nice label. Nice Parlophone label. So yeah, it's a 7-inch edit of Secret Friend, clocking in at just over 5 minutes. The 12-inch version is about 10.5 minutes long. So I've not heard the edited version before. So looking forward to that sort of. It's a rubbish song. So we're up to 1982 and the Tug of War album, and single 33 from the UK is Ebony and Ivory, backed with Rain Clouds, handwritten lyrics on the back there. A song where we get to hear Paul McCartney rhyme the words keyboard and oh Lord and get away with it. On the Parlophone label, Rain Clouds on the back. And single number 34, also from Tug of War, is Take It Away, also the UK issue, and that is backed with I'll Give You a Ring. Some nice pictures from the Tug of War sessions on the back of that sleeve. So this is also from the UK, so also on the Parlophone label. That's Take It Away, and that's I'll Give You a Ring. I should have mentioned that those two singles from Tug of War, Ebony and Ivory, and both their B-sides, I've all got a 2022 remaster, as has single number 35 from the UK. It's Tug of War, and it's backed with Get It. And therefore, it is also on the Parlophone label. And this is another single that I wouldn't have bought at the time, because both tracks are from the Tug of War album. And single number 36, again from the UK, is Say Say Say, backed with Ode to Koala Bear. Say 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 and Ode to Koala Bear. Single number 37, again from the UK, is Pipes of Peace, backed with So Bad, both tracks from the Pipes of Peace album. So I wouldn't have owned this single before on the Parlophone label. And then we get No More Lonely Nights from Give My Regards to Broad Street. This is the ballad version, and it's backed with the No More Lonely Nights playout version. And I didn't own this on 7-inch either, I just had the 12-inch of this single on the Parlophone label. That's the ballad side, and that's the playout version. And the playout version has had a 2022 remaster. So single number 39, and everyone's favourite Macca tune. It's Paul McCartney and the Frog chorus, We All Stand Together, with the humming version of We All Stand Together on the B-side. Just have a look at it. Boom, 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 aye, aye, boom, boom, boom. Okay. There's the single. This is from the UK. That's the humming version. And single number 40, we are halfway through this box set, is from the US at last, something that's not from the UK. It's Spies Like Us, backed with My Carnival. And that is on the US Capitol Rainbow label. Lovely, lovely label. It's My Carnival. We're halfway through. So single number 41 is from the US. It's Press. It's backed with It's Not True. Press, obviously, from the Press to Play album. This is the video edit on this single. It's on the Capitol label, the Rainbow label, the lovely Rainbow label. That's the A-side Press. That's the B-side, It's Not True. It's Not True has had a 2022 remaster. Now, single 42 is a reformatted 7-inch from the 12-inch promotional US single. This features a remix of Pretty Little Head by Larry Alexander. It's a shortened version from the 12-inch single. This clocks in at 3 minutes 49. It's also got a 2022 remaster, as has its B-side Right Away. As I say, it's a US single, so it's on the Capitol label, and that's Pretty Little Head. And you can see there it says not for resale, and that's the B-side Right Away. So single 43 is from the US. It's Stranglehold from Press to Play. It's backed with a remix of Angry. Now, we didn't get Stranglehold as a single in the UK. We did get Angry as one of the B-sides on the 12-inch single of Only Love Remains. Now, this is on the Capitol label. There is Stranglehold, and there is the remix of Angry. The next one up is the UK single Only Love Remains, and that is backed with Tough on a Tightrope. Both of these tracks have had a 2022 remaster, and on the Parlophone label there is Only Love Remains, and there is Tough on a Tightrope. Single number 45 from the UK is the utterly fantastic Once Upon a Long Ago from 1987, Back on My Feet, co-written with Elvis Costello. And I don't think this has ever been out as a single in the US, so if you've bought this box set, you'll be getting this as a 7-inch single for the first time. Once Upon a Long Ago has had a 2022 remaster, and this is on the Parlophone label. And there's the A side, Once Upon a Long Ago, and the B side, Back on My Feet. Next up, from Flowers in the Dirt, and a US single, My Brave Face, backed with Flying to My Home. And this will be on the Capitol label. It's a sort of a browny, purpley label. Should we call it Burple? And that's My Brave Face, and that is Flying to My Home. Single number 47 from Flowers in the Dirt is this one, backed by The First Stone. This is a UK release, and it's on Parlophone, different Parlophone label, the sort of 1990s Parlophone label. It's The First Stone. And from Australia, we've got Figure of 8, backed with Où Le Soleil. Où Le Soleil has had a 2022 remaster. And this is on an Australian Parlophone label. That's very nice. A bit different. It's Où Le Soleil. Travailler. So single number 51 is a live version of The Long and Winding Road, recorded at the Maracana Stadium in Rio de Janeiro. The B-side is Sea Moon, recorded at Hog Hill Studios, Paul's home studio in Sussex, which originally came out as one of the, I think, the B-side of All My Trials. So this is a European release, and this is on the Parlophone label. Wasn't released as a single in the UK. And next up is Birthday. This was recorded live at Nebworth in 1990. It's from the Trippin' the Live Fantastic album. The B-side is Good Day Sunshine, which is also live. That was recorded at the Forum in Montreal. That wasn't on Trippin' the Live Fantastic, but it was on the CD single of Birthday, and I guess on the 7-inch single as well. I only had the CD single of that, so that's on Parlophone. This is a UK version of the single, and Good Day Sunshine. So single 53, UK issue of All My Trials, is backed with Sea Moon, the same Sea Moon that was on the back of the Long and Winding Road single that we just looked at. So that's a little bit disappointing to get that repetition on the Parlophone label. That's All My Trials, and that is Sea Moon. And then we start getting into unfamiliar territory for me, because this is an EP from the Liverpool Oratorio. This is not a record that I own. This is Kiri Te Kanawa, and the New Zealand opera singer. And I've never owned this because I don't really consider this to be a Paul McCartney record. It's an EP, and it's got 4 tracks on it. On the A side, The World You're Coming Into and Trey Conus. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation of that. And on the other side, Save the Child and The Drinking Song. I'll give it a listen, but I don't see it as something that I'll be coming back to too often. Single 55, and back on familiar territory from Off the Ground, it's Hope of Deliverance, backed with long leather coat. This is a European release. On the Parlophone label, it's Hope of Deliverance and long leather coat. And then a German issue of Come On People with I Can't Imagine on the B-side. Have a look at that. This is also on the Parlophone label. So this is a German single. And I Can't Imagine. Both those singles from Off the Ground and their B-sides had a 2022 remaster. Now single 57, we're now into the Flaming Pie era, and we've got Young Boy backed with Looking For You. This is reformatted from the picture disc, so on black vinyl for the first time. That's Young Boy. Nice custom Flaming Pie label. Very nice indeed. And also from Flaming Pie, single number 58 is The World Tonight, backed by Used to Be Bad, both from the Flaming Pie album. Again, reformatted from the picture disc. That's The World Tonight. Very, very nice. And that's Used to Be Bad. Love it. So single 59, also from Flaming Pie, it's Beautiful Night, also reformatted from the picture disc, the B-side, the fabulous Love Come Tumbling Down. So let's have a look at that one. I'm going to get it out of the sleeve. There's Beautiful Night. Fabulous label, that. And Love Come Tumbling Down. And then we've got a 3-track single from Run Devil Run. We've got No Other Baby and Brown Eyed Handsome Man and Fabulous on the B-side. Fabulous not on the album. This has had a 2022 remaster. And No Other Baby, the label really difficult to read. Not that great. The other side is a bit better. Single 61, and we're into the noughties from 2001, From a Lover to a Friend from Driving Rain, and it's backed by Riding to Japer. Let's have a look at this. This is a European release. A nice label. Yellow on the B-side. That's very nice. And then we've got another Rupert song. This is Tropic Island Hum with another version of We All Stand Together on the back. Let's have a look at this. Nice label. I can't say anymore. I've got nothing else to say about Rupert. Single 63 is from Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. It's Fine Line. This is a European release. It's backed with Growing Up, Falling Down. It comes with a lyric sheet. And let's have a look at the record. Sort of Chaos and Creation-y sort of labels. That's the A side, and that's the B side. And the next one is Jenny Wren with Summer of 59 on the B side. This is also a European release and comes with a same sort of label. It's the A side, and that's Summer of 59. The B side. Single 65 from Memory Almost Full is Dance Tonight, backed with a Dance Tonight demo. This came out originally as a picture disc and a shaped disc and a CD single. It's never been out on a 7-inch single before, and the Dance Tonight demo has never been released at all. Let's have a look at the vinyl, and that's the A side, Dance Tonight, and that's the B side, Dance Tonight demo. And then the next one, also from Memory Almost Full, is Nod Your Head. This is backed with 222, that's the back of the sleeve. This was originally released as a digital download, so this is out on a 7-inch single for the first time. Nice colour variation in the label, that's Nod Your Head, and that is 222. Single 67, also from Memory Almost Full, is Ever Present Past. This is a European release. The B-side is a live version of House of Wax. I think that's from the Amoeba gig. It comes with this nice little insert. No lyrics. And the single looks like this. That's Ever Present Past, and that is House of Wax. And the next single is from Electric Arguments. This was a promotional CD, so it's out on 7-inch single for the first time. I'm holding it upside down. It's Sing the Changes and Nothing Too Much, Just Out of Sight. And let's have a look at that one. The Fireman, that's the A side, and that is the B side. Single 69 from 2009, the last single from the noughties, is I Want to Come Home, backed with a demo of the same song. That was from the film Everybody's Fine, and the vinyl looks like this. Nice label. That's that one. And the next one is was a promotional CD from Kisses on the Bottom. That's My Valentine, backed by Get Yourself Another Fool. And we'll have a look at that one. This is out on a 7-inch single for the first time. That's the B-side, Get Yourself Another Fool. Single number 71 is a US release. It was released in limited edition in America. This is the Christmas Kisses single featuring the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire, and Wonderful Christmas Time. So another bit of repetition there. Let's have a look at the single. That is the A side, and that is the B side. And then we get onto New. This is released as a 7-inch single for the first time. It was a digital download single before it's new, and it's backed with Early Days, both from the new album. Let's have a look at the vinyl. That's the A side, New, and that is the B side, Early Days. So single number 73 is also from the new album. That's Queenie Eye, and backed with Save Us. That's the back of the single. This is released on 7-inch single for the first time. There's the A side, Queenie Eye, and there is the B side, Save Us. And then the next single is Hope for the Future. This was released as a 12-inch single digital download. There's two versions of the song here. The normal version and then the thrash mix, which sounds quite scary. And here's the the vinyl. That's the A side. And that is the B side. So single number 75 is In the Blink of an Eye from the film Ethel and Ernest, and it's backed with Walking in the Park with Eloise. You'll remember that as being the Country Hams single. This isn't that version. This is a version by the Chamber Orchestra of London, arranged by Carl Davis. So a different version of Walking in the Park with Eloise. Let's have a look at the single. That is the A side, and that is the B side. And now we move on to Egypt Station Era. This is a limited edition single that was released in the US and the UK. It's I Don't Know, backed with Come On To Me. And let's have a look at the vinyl. There is I Don't Know, and there is Come On To Me. So single number 77, still on Egypt Station, and it's released on 7-inch for the first time. This is Who Cares, backed with For You. It's the B side. Let's have a look at the vinyl. Who Cares, and For You. Number 78 is the Home Tonight single. You remember this was a picture disc for Record Store Day in 2019. I've got the picture disc of this. It's been reformatted for 7-inch single, so on black vinyl for the first time. I'll just put that closely if you want to pause the video and read that. Let's have a look at the vinyl. Can't really tell which side is which. We have got 2 singles to go. We've arrived at 2020 for single number 79, and it's from McCartney 3, and that is Find My Way, backed with Winterbird When Winter Comes. Nice sleeve, that, and out on 7-inch single for the first time. Let's have a look at the vinyl. That's Find My Way, and that is When Winter Comes. And we have arrived at single number 80, the last single, and it is also from McCartney 3. That is Women and Wives. You'll remember that this was released for Record Store Day earlier in the year as a 12-inch single. It's here as a 7-inch single for the first time. The B-side is Women and Wives, the St. Vincent remix from the McCartney 3 Imagined album. And let's have a look at the vinyl. The last bit of vinyl, that is the A-side, the Paul McCartney version, and that is the St. Vincent version. And we have made it to the end. That is it. Well, this has been a real labour of love. I'm absolutely shattered. It's been a bit of a slog, 80 singles, but we've come in at under an hour, and I'm pleased about that. It's still the longest video I've ever made for YouTube, and if you've made it to the end, well done to you. I'm absolutely delighted with this box set. I'm really happy that I've been able to show it in this video. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you think of this box set down in the comments. You know I read everything and respond to everything that you put in the comments. And if you've got this box set, please tell me what number crate you've got and what you got as your random test pressing. As I say, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've made it to the end. If you're seeing this channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, supporting the channel by subscribing. That would be absolutely marvelous. Thanks very much everyone for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye.